Biden praises Reid as one of the best Senate Majority Leaders ever. Previous Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid was recollected by a large group of top Democratic government officials at his Remembrance administration in Las Vegas on Saturday, with President Joe Biden hailing the Nevada Democrat as somebody who might consistently have you covered and previous President Barack Obama reviewing him as a not-contender surrender. Reid, the crude previous Democratic Senate pioneer who initiated epic official fights all through 30 years in Congress, passed on in December at age 82 after a 4-year fight with pancreatic malignant growth. His administration regarded his adoration for family, with each of the 5 of the late representative's youngsters talking, his affection for Nevada, the state he helped put on the political guide during his long time in office, and the focal job he played in introducing probably the main bits of regulation of the most recent 20 years. Obama cast Reid as the quintessential logical thinker, somebody ready to work with people he disagreed with or especially liked to finish things. When so regularly compromise is depicted as shortcoming, Harry had an alternate view, Obama said, reviewing how the previous Democratic pioneer didn't have confidence in highfalutin hypotheses or unbending belief systems and met individuals where they were, not where he needed them to be. You needed Harry in the foxhole with you. His readiness to battle close by, to stay with me in any event, when things weren't turning out well for us. His readiness to be there and battle would endure all through my administration. It is an obligation to him that I would never completely reimburse, Obama said. The words from Obama filled in as a convenient message to Democrats in Congress, with moderate and moderate officials quarreling over Biden's plan and isolating the party. All through the assistants, those nearest to Reid honored his far-fetched life. A youngster naturally introduced to miserable neediness in a minuscule spot of a town called Searchlight, he proceeded to turn into the most impressive government official in Nevada history, assisting with transforming the western state into a Democratic fortress that last moved a Republican president in 2004. The childhood characterized Reid's vocation, transforming him into a boss of the devastated common families like he grew up within the Nevada desert. Biden recollected Reid as somebody whose durability was particularly Nevadan and whose story was indisputably American. It was all Searchlight, no spotlight, Biden said, adding later, Harry Reid will be viewed as one of the best Senate greater part pioneers ever. For Harry, there wasn't any need to focus on power, it was about the purpose of force. It was about the ability to have the option to utilize ability to make individuals proud. That is the reason you needed Harry in your corner. The dedication administration unfurled on a completely flawless day in the Las Vegas Valley, with Reid's banner hung final resting place conveyed in by a ceremonial group under a cloudless blue morning sky. His 19 grandkids filled in as privileged pallbearers. Individuals know his story. He experienced the American dream, you could say, from Searchlight to Washington, his child Leif Reid said. From my time as a little fellow, it and, after it's all said and done appeared to be anecdotal. However, the truth was that he was a man who basically decided to do his best consistently, to carry out his responsibility, to deal with his stewardship. A Goliath electronic board overshadowing the Las Vegas Strip paid distinction to Reid with the message, Nevada-born. Nevada leader. Reid, a rehearsing Mormon who neither drank nor bet, was a trailblazer of the city that changed during his time in office. A savage sectarian, without a doubt, yet Reid additionally had cozy associations with other city older folks, including the late gambling club financier Sheldon Adelson, one of the greatest Republican benefactors in American legislative issues. Delegates from Adelson's office were close by for the Saturday administration, alongside neighborhood GOP authorities and Republican representatives including Richard Shelby of Alabama, Roy Blunt of Missouri and Susan Collins of Maine. Hand-drawn signs saying thanks to Reid were holding tight a fence outside the memorial service, which additionally was pestered by an excess of 12 protesters conveying Trump standards. Notwithstanding Biden and Obama, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer talked at the dedication administration, reviewing both diverting and piercing anecdotes about their previous associate. Pelosi reviewed how she let Reid know that she needed to have a huge supper when he was resigning. Reid reacted, "Set aside the cash. Feed poor people," Pelosi reviewed. Pelosi additionally reviewed how she never heard Reid tear down any of his Senate associates. Talking after Pelosi, Obama facetiously revised the speaker. "I heard Nancy Pelosi say she never heard Harry say anything terrible regarding any of his associates. I don't be aware of that Nancy, however he would work with them. I love Nancy, yet Obama said, following with a chuckle. In front of the remembrance, Reid's better half Landra Gould said she and her family were regarded to have such a recognized gathering honoring Harry's life and achievements. These are not just the absolute most significant heads within recent memory, they are likewise a portion of Harry's closest companions." Brandon Flowers, the lead vocalist of the Las Vegas-established band The Killers and a successive apparatus at enormous mission occasions for Reid throughout the long term, played out the powerful stay composed in the Nevada state melody, "Home Means Nevada." The amazing lyricist and artist Carole King additionally performed. Reid was recollected on Saturday as a result of Nevada and as a man whose political profession developed with the state he called home. At the point when Nevada went from one legislative region to two after the 1980 registration, Reid ran for a recently made legislative locale around Las Vegas in 1982 and won the overall political race. He was reappointed in 1984. He then, at that point, effectively ran for Nevada's open Senate seat in 1986. He rose through the initiative positions there, filling in as the chamber's Democratic whip from 1999 to 2005. From 2005 through his retirement in 2017, he filled in as his party's chief in the Senate, through Democrats' time in both the minority and the greater part. Obama praising Reid was a round-trip second for the pair. Reid, then, at that point, as the Democratic forerunner in the Senate, encouraged then-Senator Obama to run for president well before he was viewed as an official competitor. After Obama won, Reid turned into his most prominent partner in the Senate, assisting with shepherding key bits of regulation through the authoritative body. "Without Harry we would not have passed the Recovery Act, without Harry we wouldn't have saved individuals' occupations, without Harry we would not have passed Wall Street change, without Harry, there would be no Affordable Care Act," Obama said, adding that Reid finished things